Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for messages from your person, which we're going to have a look at. So we've got these three wonderful groups, and whichever one you're most drawn to is going to be your reading. So definitely do check that out and have a pick as to which one you're most drawn to. Maybe it's the color, maybe it's the crystal, maybe it's Maybelline. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, so we've got here group 1 with the green crystal. We've got here group 2 with the beautiful rose quartz pyramid, as we see here, and this deck. And then we've also got here the white crystal here with this deck as well, which has a butterfly on it, and you've got a water fountain on pile number 1. So whichever one you're drawn to, that is going to be the pile for you. In the description box below there will be timestamps. You can check that out and then click on the timestamp and it will take you to your reading. So I also want to mention as well, if you'd like to win a free reading with me, do check out the description box below as well. The information is there on how you can win private paid readings as well. They're done within 24 to 48 hours, so all the information is listed down below for those as well. And the last thing I want to mention is my intention bracelets are on Etsy, so I'm actually wearing a bunch of them here. So I'm wearing the Soulmate, TwinFlame, the singles and the love bracelets as well. These are handmade, they're meditated with, they're saged, and they're there to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of your life. There's also evil eye, protection, health and happiness, confidence, lots of different bracelets on there as well. There's also teas, crystals, anklets, necklaces, tassels, pom-poms, so many items, and they're all meditated with and saged as well. They're all there to help you. So check out the review section on my Etsy store if you are interested. It's all there. It's all there for your convenience, and the review section is on there, international shipping. So yes, that's what I want to mention. And then we've got these three wonderful groups. Ta-da! Okay, so first of all, we're going to start with group number 1. I'm going to move the other two groups out of the way. I feel like I sound so out of breath. You know when you drink water very, very quickly and then you're like, oh, it's literally what's happening. Okay. Right, so we've got here group number 1. Alright, so group number 1, let's have a look and see messages from your person, big messages from your person. So let's have a look. I'm also going to do a charm reading as well, so we're definitely going to get a lot of information out on the table. In fact, I'm just going to move this out a little bit, and we've also got tarot as well with the dice that I'm going to use. So these dice are really interesting because they mention like a vision for, it also says here a regret about, and then I'm going to pull tarot cards with the dice. So that's going to give us much more information on perhaps regrets or visions or dreams, signs, things that they are seeing, which I think will be very, very interesting as well. And we've got, of course, the messages here too. So first of all, let's start with the messages, see what we have. So you've chosen this green crystal. Let's just put it right here. All right, let's see. Group number 1, big messages from your person. What big messages do we have here? What does group number 1 need to know about their person? What messages are coming through from their person? And what can we let them know? Big messages. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know, I'm filming this during the Mercury retrograde and just got this, you know, vibe. Okay. Someone has a crush on you. So the person that you're thinking about has a crush on you. Very self-explanatory. I don't think that needs too much describing, but I think with tarot as well, we'll get a little bit more detailed as well. Be playful, right? It's a bit interesting. Even when I was doing the introduction for this reading, I just felt very, very playful. And even throughout this reading as well, I just feel very, very playful as well. And I just feel like that message is coming through here from your person as well, as they have this crush on you. It's like this childlike, fun, playful energy. You've also got here air sign, so it could be that you're an air sign and they really think about you, or it could be that they're an air sign. Remember that our birth charts, what the heck? Oh my god, Mercury retrograde is like picking, it's really like playing with me today. Oh my god. It could be that they are also an air sign. Remember, birth charts are very complicated. So this can also mean that, you know, if you have air in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, that could totally mean something. But also that they might have an air sign also in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. And so Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, for example. But there's something here about an air sign which could connect to this person you're asking about. For some of you, you might be in a sort of like a third party situation, or be really thinking about someone who might be with someone, or something about an air sign basically is coming through. You digest, okay, because I think you'll know how that makes sense. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, definitely a lot of playful energy is coming through. I mean, I feel it as well a lot, so it is present. A lesson from your parents. Very interesting. What the other message is that when I look at their energy and when I tap into more of their energy, it's almost like sometimes perhaps they get scared because they essentially look at their parents' relationship and they start to sort of get scared or get very worried in that sense. So they're trying to take on board the lesson from their parents to essentially heal themselves, figure themselves out. A lesson from your parents. And that's their parents, by the way. I know it says your parents, but it says their parents. You have met your soul family, so I really do feel that they feel this connection towards you that they have not felt towards someone else before. They haven't felt this towards someone else. They very, very clearly, and I think it goes beyond a crush for sure, because yes, they have a crush on you, but they also feel this instant recognition when they think about you, and they think, wow, you know, like, have we met before? There's just this automatic click that occurs, and that's really quite obvious here on the cards, as we can see very thoroughly. Lighten up. Yeah. See, even with the playful energy, they're starting to lighten up, not be so serious here, and not see you in such a serious manner. I think that also goes with the lesson from your parents, is that they're starting to understand that they don't need to be taking everything so seriously. You know, when some people think, oh, a relationship traps people, a relationship is not very freeing, a relationship is too much. That's something that I'm really picking up here, is that they're starting to realize, actually, you know, a relationship is about fun. It's about enjoying time, enjoying company with someone else, and not making it all about it having to be difficult. It doesn't need to be difficult. And that's what I see here, is that they're starting to lighten up, and they're starting to see that actually there's so much more to this entire situation than just trying to feel like a relationship that binds and ties two people together. It's actually freeing. It's beautiful, it's supportive, right? So they're starting to see that, they're starting to open up a lot more. They're starting to understand that the chains are not chains, that actually it's so much more beautiful than that, and it's much more freeing. So whereas before they may have seen relationships as very chaining and draining, they're seeing the opposite now, which I think is very, very interesting. So big messages from your person, this person lightening up. They're not staying so stuck in their ways, they're being much more open. Okay, so now let's go with these dice and the tarot cards. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, let me just shuffle the cards as well, and then we'll get onto that. Okay, so we've got here the Nine of Pentacles, and it says here, a trade about and our world. Okay, so when I look at the Nine of Pentacles, to me, this with the dice really does indicate a lot of career focus. So they may have been very, very focused on their career, focused on their ambitions, focused on personal stability, that really became their world for a long time and for a while. And so even right now, I feel like a lot of their focus is really on their career. You know, this Nine of Pentacles is like their own personal energy. It's really to do with stability, and perhaps they are, you know, they could be trading, doing business, or really working very hard. A lot of their focus is really going on that as well. It's really interesting that you got this trading energy with the World card. Could be that they're doing business, but essentially also it can be that the two of you have this long distance connection, but it's just that they're really inwardly focused on themselves right now. Okay, so that's the first message we got there. Let's go again. Okay, just did the dice again. Ooh, very interesting. I wonder what this is going to bring out actually. Oh, how interesting. Okay, so you got the Ace of Swords, right, with a desire. It says here a desire for my romantic life. They're starting to take more action. Ace of Swords, all about taking action. It's about finding clarity. It's about having epiphanies. It's about awakening. So they have a desire for this, which I think is so interesting. Right now, they have a desire for it. Even though they're so focused on themselves, they still have a desire for this. They want to expand, is what I'm seeing. It's towards their romantic life. So I see here communication. I see here playfulness or flirtatious energy in regards to any communication you have with this person. They have a crush on you, right? Got that playful energy. And also you've got here air sign. You've got an air sign energy here as well. Okay, so things are lightening up. Things are brightening up for sure, as we see here also with this card as well. Let's go again. Oh, same combination as the first time. See, Eight of Swords with the same combination that we had for the first card, which is our world. So a trade about our world. So something in regards to their work is keeping them very, very stuck. There's something in regards to their work or education or business that is just not fulfilling right now. So a lot of their focus is going towards that. And the Eight of Swords shows that that's really what they're trying to figure out. But also at the same time, they want to lighten up with other aspects of their life. And I think that when people really struggle with one aspect of their life, they don't want the other aspect of their life to drain them down. So they'll try and find a compromise where at least they can sort of be more loving, more caring, and not have multiple aspects be so draining, if that makes sense. Okay, let's go again. Okay, a reflection on my family. Let's see what this brings. Da, 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 da. There it is. Hierophant, all about family, right? Hierophant is the ultimate when we think about, you know, this energy of family, authority, stability, security, commitment. It's the ultimate family kind of card, and especially to do with commitment. So I feel like this person has really been reflecting upon wanting a family, and that's something that I'm really seeing here, is that when they think about you, they think of someone who is very stable. And there's just very strong Taurus energy that's coming through, but aside from that, this really is showing here that they can be a little bit stubborn and slow, but they do really want a future, and they do want happiness, and they do want stability, and they do want joy, and they do want things to come together for themselves in that sense. So they've been reflecting a lot on having a family, they've been reflecting a lot on the future, and that's something that really comes through, especially when they do think about you, is that they do think about, you know, this family aspect. And yes, they can be stubborn, you know, sometimes they feel a little bit trapped when it comes to those aspects, but for the most part, they really do care a lot towards you. Okay, I'm going to do the last card now. So I'm going to do one more tarot card. Let's do it on camera. Okay, a reflection on my romantic life is what we have here. Okay, and tarot card. And then we're going to end with some charms as well, so stay tuned for that. Six of Wands. Yeah, see, they want victory, celebration, happiness, success, different milestones that make them feel good. This really is about real celebrations and joy, and it's something that I see here. They're reflecting upon things like, how would it be like to be with you in the future, to take things further with you, to progress things, to have happiness, to have joy, to have fulfillment. That's the Six of Wands, which we're really picking up on here, which is really beautiful. Look at this card. Look at it. Look at it. Really, really lovely to have, actually. So yeah, wow, your person here really thinks about you. they do get a little bit confused within themselves, and I feel like that could also just be because, their work or their career is something that they are struggling with a little bit right now. I know I said I was going to, I think we should do an equal amount of tarot cards, shouldn't we? So let's do one more. I know. See, look, I changed my mind. A dream about my future. How interesting. So, we keep getting very similar messages here. I just thought, let's just get an equal amount. Okay, see, okay, so here we go. Oh, another air sign energy here with the Queen of Swords. See, this person sees you in their future. Okay, whether you're male or female, Queen of Swords is a very big energy that anyone can really take on board in that sense. So a dream about the future, they see you in their future. And to be honest, this is about having boundaries. They see you as someone very strong, confident, honest, loyal, truthful, very kind and caring. And they really do sort of, I feel like they dream about you in that sense when they're going to sleep, or when they are asleep, should I say. They dream about you and they think about the future for sure. So it's something that really is coming through here. We've sort of had that repeating message come through quite a few times. Okay, let's do the charms now and see what's coming through. Got quite a few here. I believe that this is the Capricorn charm. You've got a ring that is like literally stuck. It's interesting actually because you got the ring that was literally stuck around this charm. So we've got here the Capricorn charm. Okay, it's interesting that you do have the Nine of Pentacles there as well. But this Capricorn energy is really about family, and the Capricorn energy is really tied to stability in a very stable way that's not really stubborn. So just think about it that way. It's quite flexible in that sense. Then we've also got here this reminds me of a clover, but it's half full, right? So it's almost like this person sees you as lucky, but then half sees you as lucky. Their mind is not 100% set on things, as we have already discussed a little bit before. We've got here the Lotus as well. This person thinks that you're very auspicious, you're very prosperous, that there is something really strong that can manifest between the two of you. See, this is like the kissing emoji face, but without the heart. So it's like they're like half there. You know what I mean? Like they're half there, they're half making an effort. Remember, 100% is what we're really aiming for. But you wanted the message, you've got the message here, okay, in regards to how they are towards you. You got here imagine as well. So again, something really strong in terms of dreaming is coming through as well. Like this person does think about you, but I feel more so that they kind of just don't really do as much as they should be doing, for sure. And also, imagine here is about them dreaming about you. I think I just said that right. You've got the keys here, which represent commitment. You've also got two keys that are crossed over in the Hierophant card. Sorry, those are rings, but commitment. You've got those two keys right there, right there, right there, right there. So that's the energy here that's coming through in terms of like marriage. This person does dream about those aspects here with you, but again, when it comes to taking action, they only do like half the stuff, right? They're not too progressive towards you, but you can imagine, and they do imagine it. So this person does have feelings towards you, but they don't act fully on it, right? That's the kind of like they do the action, but it's not like full. It's not full. You've got the cat here. Cat reminds me of the Queen of Wands card, because if you look at the Queen of Wands card, you've got a cat there. This is about personality. So this person really does believe that you have a lovely personality. You've got here, oh, this is like, look, I live in the UK, and I know I have a lot of viewers that live in the US. So when I say like American football, okay, or to be honest, could this be rugby? Perhaps. Maybe this resonates to them in terms of like sport, right? Sports, but also very active. This person feels like you're not half asleep. You are very active, but it can also be to do with them and their sort of hobbies. Like when they want to do something, they're very active about things, but when they don't want to do something, they're very slow. You see the difference? I do, yeah. What do we have here? Oh, we got the dove, right? Peace and harmony. You've got the little kitty cat on the branch as well. Again, this totally reminds me of like personality. You know, personality really shines through. This person is really very drawn to you in terms of your personality. Remember, personality is known as persona. Persona means mask. Mask is like the exterior, right? That's what personality is. It's all the exterior stuff. That's what they're really very, very drawn to with you in that sense. So it's something that really sticks out to them. That's why they're so playful. That's the lightening up energy that I see here. Like they want to be playful towards you as well. You've got the feather here. It's very, very lucky in that sense as well. So they see you as someone that's really lucky. They see you as someone also that's very loyal. You've got the poodle. And you've got another sport energy. So you've got a rabbit here who is either playing tennis or maybe could be even badminton, okay? Is this energy of you guys playing sports together, or them playing sports, enjoying sports? There's something about sports here. Also, remember the sporting energy is about teamwork, right? It's about being on the right team. So this person does, I mean, you got two opposite sort of sports here. Can also indicate that sometimes they feel like you're on two different teams, not on the same one, perhaps. And then you've also got here the dog bowl. Oh my god, how cute is that? Again, it's loyalty, right? If you have the dog, you need to be able to feed it. So they know that, you know, if they take things further forward with you, they need to also give so much more as well. And that's something that does scare them. That's why they're like half in, right? Because if they only do half, they're not required to do everything else that also follows as well, which I think is very interesting to pick up. And then you've also got here I believe this is rhino. Sometimes you just got to stay still, right? Otherwise the rhino attacks you. So that's really interesting that came through, because what this can represent is sometimes you just got to let the other person make the moves. You got to let the other person do what is required, because the more you do, the more you could potentially get hurt and very, very attached. So let them come to you, let them prove things to you. I think that's very, very important. And then you've also got here, this to me represents a third eye. So I definitely feel here that they feel this soul connection towards you, but they're not putting in as much effort as would be required. So it's just something to keep in mind, okay? So that's where they are at right now. And those are the big messages that I had for you, group number one. Now, if this resonates with you, please do let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below on information for the private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention bracelets, which are on Etsy. And do take care. I hope you all have a lovely day, week, night, day. I just said that, but you know, day or night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, and definitely do take care as well. Bye. Okay, group number two. Hello, how are you? Okay, so we are going to have a look and see what's coming through for your messages. Let me grab the deck. Also, so these are going to be big messages, okay, big messages. And on top of that as well, if you would like to stick around, I am going to be doing a charm reading as well, which is very, very exciting. I'm also going to be using the divination dice with tarot cards as well. So we've got a lot of information that's going to come through. So do stay tuned for that as well. Okay, so let's begin. So you've chosen this beautiful rose quartz pyramid, which I'm going to place right here. It has its own little spot. Ta-da! Okay, so let's begin first with the messages, and then we'll go to the rest of the stuff. Da, 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 da. Oh, okay. Right, let's start with these for now. So we've got here, I have thought about having a family with you. I thought about spending time with my family and me. Isn't that interesting? Got two cards straight away about family. Got here, I've thought about taking a trip with you. So it's interesting, all three of these messages so far about involving you in something and making you a part of something. For example, family, right? Making you a part of that. And also a trip, which is also tied to memories, right? So these are some pretty big things. I've been receiving your telepathic messages, so if you have been trying to communicate with them in a telepathic way through spiritual energy, it's working. Let me just, say that it's working. It's happening, and they can feel that energy for sure. Okay, let's have a look at the rest of the messages. I'm planning to surprise you. That doesn't make me question things. Why? Because you have got here, this thought about taking a trip, thought about making you a part of the family. Could that potentially be engagement, proposal, marriage, moving in together, surprising you with tickets to go somewhere, or to see something that you really enjoy, making memories. A trip doesn't have to be going abroad. It doesn't have to be going somewhere really distant. It can be taking a trip to go see something that you absolutely love, which I think is also interesting. And then you've also got this message here. I can't say this word. Oh my God, how embarrassing. I reminiscence a lot on the times spent with you. So basically they really think a lot about the time that they've spent with you. I feel like they may even ruminate a lot about the time that they've spent with you, which means just basically, thinking back on the time that the two of you have spent together, and it really being a strong memory for them as well. So that's your last card there in regards to the messages. Now what's really interesting is that tarot can really get in there and give us more information that we have picked up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the dice. All right, this is really exciting. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I get excited about everything, but then sometimes I think, will you guys be excited? Let me know if you're excited. Okay, so let's have a look and see. All right, so we've got these two cards, and let me. Okay, a dream about my romantic life. Do you see how accurate this tarot, this is amazing. This is about someone resting, okay? Oftentimes I see this as someone who is sleeping, napping, meditating, resting, really just in their own world. And then of course we've got romantic energy, which is the Six of Cups. What do we have on the dice, right? A dream about my romantic life, you see? So they're definitely dreaming about you in their life, romantically. It's like we know things, but that's literally what's coming through here. I just love how accurate tarot can be. It's really a beautiful tool. So I don't know what more I can say about that except for the fact that they do dream about you. They dream about you being in their life. They dream about you spending time with them. They dream about making you a part of their energy. They really just dream about taking things further with you, being more with you, right? That's the Four of Swords with the Six of Cups. When they're in their own energy, they think a lot about you. When they're in their own energy, their mind just goes round and round and round and round in regards to the time that you've spent together and the memories spent together as well, because the Six of Cups is about memories as well, right? It's about things that have happened in the past that sort of come back around. Okay, so they really think about that. That card goes perfectly with this one, and something we're really seeing here. Okay, so wow, I just love how accurate that was. Amazing. So a dream about their romantic life, and you come through in that as well. I feel like when they are sleeping, obviously when they're sleeping, they do dream about you. Ooh, we're getting them in pairs today. So you've got Temperance with the Seven of Wands. So let's just. We've got here a reflection on my work life. Okay, so in regards to that, that's really interesting because when they think about you, they also feel like they need to be more stable. They need to be more stable in the sense of being, I wouldn't necessarily say just being a provider, but being more than that, being able to handle multiple aspects as well. That's what I see here. So Temperance here shows that sometimes they feel like they need a little bit more time to get fully stable. Fully stable. Things are always a work in progress, but they want to make sure that everything is fully stable before they really embark on something much, much bigger. So the Seven of Wands here really shows that they do struggle with that professional, personal life balance. That's what I will say. Okay, so a reflection on my work life is that this person could be a workaholic, where they really find it very, very difficult to prioritize work and personal life in that sense. So that makes a lot of sense here with Temperance and the Seven of Wands, is that they really struggle with that and they just need a little bit more time to figure that out. Okay, so what I will say is that to me, it really does show that this is something that, you know, over time they will be able to really balance, because the Seven of Wands shows them not giving up, and essentially it shows them, yes, being a little bit stubborn to begin with, but then actually not being stubborn going forward, if you know what I mean. So it's them lightening up the mood and things not being as heavy in that sense, so that they're able to take care of both aspects as well. I think Temperance here is really about them at times feeling like they need a little bit of time. They need that sort of resting energy to be able to figure out exactly what they want. And the thing is, you come through in their dreams a lot. You really do. And they think about all the good memories and the good times that the two of you have shared, which really is quite strong as well. Okay, let's see what else we have. I think we'll do one, well, it depends how many cards come out. Okay, yeah, we'll do another one after this as well. So let's have a look. You got the Knight of Cups. Put that right there. Let's do this on camera. Okay, a tirade about my family. Tirade. Let me see. Okay, so, you know, the Knight of Cups here is about emotions. It's also about feelings as well. You know, tirade is essentially, it's like accusation, criticism, kind of speech, you know. So they might, especially with the Knight of Cups, they might come towards you and sort of, oh, well, yeah, they'll come towards you and perhaps they'll, you know, tell you that, oh, my family, you know, need me to be settled like this, or my family wants me to be like this, or something like that. Like, they come towards you emotionally, perhaps venting about their family, wanting them to be in a certain place or situation. I feel like, you know, take that for yourself. But what's really interesting here is that I do feel with this Knight of Cups as well, is that they're going to really realise that they kind of need you in their life as well to feel more secure, which I think is quite interesting. So whatever their family is telling them is to be more secure, essentially. So the family could be telling them like, hey, look, you know, get your stuff together. You're not 12 years old. And then they kind of come to you, or they vent to you, and then they actually eventually realise that, wait a second, I do need to get more settled, and I do need to, you know, get myself together in that sense. So they might come to you with some kind of criticism from their family, but actually their family mean well, and then they realise actually you want best for them, family want best for them. They will then realise that, okay, because you've got a lot of this family energy coming through here as well. So Knight of Cups as well, you know, family might be like, okay, when are you going to, you know, make moves? When are you going to settle? When are you going to finally pop the question to this person, right? It's that kind of energy that I see here. So they might get frustrated and come towards you and maybe say something different, but ultimately they'll realise that actually, you know, you want the best for them, family wants best for them. So it's just what we have. Okay, and interestingly enough, you got here for your last, I was going to do last card, but we got two. So 10 of Pentacles with the Death card. Okay, so let's see what this brings to you. A desire for my family. Makes a lot of sense, right? This is about them letting go of their old ways and implementing the new, which we've got here so strongly on the cards, right? A desire for my family. So yeah, you know, this is going to make this person realize that actually, you know what, I need to pay attention to my family and hear out what they're saying because they want the best for me. And then they're going to realize that actually, yeah, I do want, you know, a family here. So Death card is them transforming their old ways and not being so stuck in their old patterns of what they've always been doing, and actually, you know, going towards this 10 of Pentacles, making this 10 of Pentacles happen, not getting so stuck in their own emotional energy of before and getting really, what's the word? Stubborn is the word. Stubborn, right? So 10 of Pentacles is that family energy, but they also want to really just be stable, right? They want everything to come together. So yeah, they have thought about having a family with you. And it comes through here also with what their family is telling them. They also would like you to spend more time with their family if you haven't already, right? They want to change their old ways. That's what I see here. So they might decide to surprise you with something. Could be a trip, could be them inviting you over. And they have been receiving your telepathic communications for sure. And yeah, so it says here, I'm planning to surprise you. So it can be that they change their old ways, right? Going from this Death card to the Knight of Cups. Some of you, if you have been ghosted or this person is not very open towards you, here they are opening up, because again, you've got the Death card to the Knight of Cups. But also, this is very much so about perhaps moving in, showing you more commitment, opening up to you, unblocking you. These are big steps, right? So that's what we see here. And Ten of Pentacles also is a really strong card of like proposals, engagements, marriages, moving in, boyfriend, girlfriend, or girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend, you know, whatever dynamic you're in. It's that kind of situation. So that's what we have there. Okay, and I'm going to do the charms as well now. Let's just push those dice to the side. A lot of people still ask about, like, okay, Moonlight, you've got these dice, but what are these? Like, what are those? These just have words written on them. I just thought I'd mention, because a lot of people do ask me, like, you got here following, and yeah, it's just got loads of words on here. So I might use these one day, actually, in a reading. They're quite cool in many ways. Okay, so anyways. Ooh, oh wow. Oh my gosh, we've got so many. Okay, well, you're in for a treat. You're going to have to spend more time with me. I'm just kidding. You can click out of this video at any point, but we've got a lot of charms, okay? And I like to go through each charm in as much detail as I possibly can. You have got here 2 hearts, okay? So these 2 hearts really represent your heart and their heart. They're kind of synchronizing in that sense. Yes, this person is stubborn, but things are synchronizing a little bit more, as we see here. So that's what I see here with these 2 hearts. There's a synchronizing energy. One is much more focused on the root chakra. The other one here is more focused on the heart chakra, which I think is really interesting. Root chakra is more to do with like intimacy, and the heart chakra is more to do with, you know, matters of the heart and actually wanting that stability. So I think that's really interesting. It's very interesting. Very interesting. Whichever one you feel you might be, the other person would be the other one, because that's what I see here. Do I feel like this person would use you for intimacy? No, I don't think so, because they have been thinking here in terms of family, and when you think of family, you know, intimacy does tie into that. So just be aware that you might have a lot of love towards this person, but this person's also thinking about intimacy and thinking about expanding and family and things like that, right? So it's just something that's coming through. You have got here the crown, which is blue. Okay, so crown here shows that they want to make you into their king or queen, okay? Something that's really coming through quite strong, because they do want to take things further forward with you. They do think about a future with you. They do want to progress things with you. Yes, they're a little bit stubborn, but I also feel their family is pushing them towards this quite a bit. You've also got here the bumblebee as well. Or at least I think it's a bumblebee. I think it could just be a fly, in all honesty, or a wasp. But, you know, regardless, this is also about, you know, finding a way towards the situation. You've also got here a star. Now, this can also be a religious symbol, right? But this is also about faith. And it's also, you know, when we think about the star as well, in general, it also represents faith. It also represents having faith in a situation, having faith in someone. So they have faith in you. They see you as a really good person, someone who can be their equal, someone who can provide as well. And that's something they really do see with you. We've also got here the owl. They feel like you're very, very wise. We've got here the cap as well, right? The sporting cap. This means that they also see you as a team, you know, like a team player, like the 2 of you are a team. You're not individual. You're not like separated. You're not on opposing teams. You're on the same team. You've also got here the blue star crystal. This represents the throat chakra, so they actually feel really good when they talk to you. It's just that some of you may be blocked, or you may not have direct communication or access to this person, because it is something that came through with the death card, right? Some of you, not all of you, but for others of you, they enjoy talking to you and communicating with you. But for others of you that may be blocked or ghosted, the communication aspect really does haunt them, because it's something that they really feel very like close to and drawn to with you. They'll really regret that. And I also see here, it says here, a family's love is forever. Got a lot of energies to do with family. A lot. Okay, a lot. Perhaps you're thinking about expanding your family as well with children, or even pets, so that's quite interesting here. A family's love is forever, and I think they're going to really realize that a lot. In the Ten of Pentacles, you also do have a child right there. You also got pets as well. So cute, it's adorable. And let's see what else we have. You got the angel wings, so the divine is always protecting you. You've got another angel wing here as well. Wings, plural. There we go. You've also got, let me see if there's any other angel wings here. Oh, you've got an angel again. So you're really being protected by the universe and the divine in regards to this connection. You've got here a dragonfly as well. So you've got a lot of wings, as we're seeing, which essentially shows that, there's a journey here. There's a path that you will naturally go towards. You've also got here another angel. Okay, so again, more protection. You've got butterflies as well, with the butterfly wings. This shows transformation within themselves as well. And seeing you in a different light or a better life. Oh my gosh, you've got so many butterflies. You've got another butterfly, which is golden. Okay, and then you've got also another butterfly. You've got 3 butterflies. Whoa, so many. Let's see. Okay, so that really represents transformation. You've got here the dolphin as well. Okay, dolphin also indicates intimacy. Because if you know about dolphins, they're the only other mammals, I believe, that have intimacy for pleasure purposes. It's just a fact, but it's something that really does connect to this reading. So, just going to leave that there. What else? Dog, okay, loyalty. They feel like you're very, very loyal. Got a skull. Ooh, something could be to do with like the Day of the Dead, which happens around this time of year. Now, this is a timeless reading, and the Day of the Dead is obviously very specific. It's a thing, and it's around this time of the year, which I think is really interesting. Now, this can also be about perhaps them connecting to someone who has passed away, like a loved one who has passed away, and they think about that person and they realize, what that person would have wanted for them, and that person may have wanted for them to be happy, to have a family, to feel joyful and fulfilled, and they may really think about that and then think about this entire connection. So, sometimes these things kind of tie together like little puzzle pieces and just really make sense in that sense. You've got here again a feather. Well, when I say again, we've only got one feather, but it makes a lot of sense, especially with the wings as well. You've got another butterfly. Oh my gosh, wow, 4 butterflies. You've got a lot of wings. When you've got a lot of wings, this means also being uplifted. It also means here protection, and it also means that you may see a lot of interesting signs and synchronicities. If you see feathers, if you see a lot of insects, for example, if you see a lot of flies or moths, for example, which you can see a lot of these days as well, especially where I live, I know every country is different, but if you see a lot of, say, for example, just, insects in general that fly, can be a really big sign as well that you're seeing this because it's uplifting you, it's uprooting you, and this person is starting to see you more in light, these things. Because the thing is, when insects like fly around us, it really like bothers us. It gets it gets our attention very quickly. This person here is getting your attention as well through a lot of different things, signs and synchronicities as well. And one of the big signs and synchronicities I see here is just wings and feathers and those kinds of things. Insects, so it's just something we're seeing here. Butterflies, if you live in a place which has butterflies at this time of the year. We've also got the key here with the heart, very, very beautiful. I love this charm. This really does represent commitment as well, okay, and again, sort of like opening their heart up as well. Spanner, fixing things, making things work, right? This is a situation. Again, you've got here the 2 rackets, which shows teamwork, right? Being on the same team. Equality. You've got here flamingo, standing out. It's also about personality as well. Oh wow, look at this, right? You've got here the knife. Hiya. When I think about this, I mean, obviously this is like a very, significant knife. This really is about sort of getting down to business and really just getting things done. And I feel like that's something that I see here, you know, especially with this knife and also with this sort of spanner as well. This is like making things happen, not staying still, not staying stagnant, moving along, especially since you've got here the bus as well, right? Yes, this is a school bus. So some of you may, again, you may be wanting children. This person may want children. There could be children involved here. But more so, this is also about the wheels on the bus go round and round, like let's get moving, you know, with this situation. So they want to get things moving. They don't want to be stuck and stagnant forever. See, they want to find their avenue, they want to find their path. And with these wings, it's like the universe is saying, okay, you've got wings, like come on, let's go, let's fly. Why are you walking when you could be flying? You know, you've got the love heart as well. And then obviously that means that they do have feelings of love towards you. You've got here peace as well. They feel like you're a very peaceful person, very very solid. You've got here the tree with the roots as well. Remember, you know, a tree also represents a lot to do with the heart chakra because it's pretty green, and nature also opens up the heart chakra, but the roots also to do with the root chakra. So it's like you are a team. You know, you've got the leaves, and then you've got the roots, and it's like you kind of, you're one, basically. So you may feel like you're so connected to this person that you feel like you're one, right? Even though you're two people, you may feel like you're one. It's really interesting that we had that there as well. This is also about nourishment and growth towards one another. And you've got here the safety pin. This safety pin totally reminds me of like a child's diaper. I don't know, back in the day, they used to use safety pins, right? They used to use the like safety pins. And this really reminds me of that. So again, I'm seeing that there could be an energy here about children. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of energy here around children and family as well, and building family, which is quite interesting. And this is also about safety as well. You know, kind of like locking something in together or locking it into place. So we got a lot of charms. It's probably like the most charms I've ever read in any reading I've done, but it was just meant to be for you. And I think as well, you know, when I look at this crystal that you have, right? There's a documentary that actually releases tomorrow. I forgot what it's called, but it's going to be on Netflix, and it's about how I think it was, you know, more in the history of like pyramids and how they got built and things like that. I just feel here that this connection has something really solid about it, but it can be so difficult to build it, you know, it can be a bit more challenging, but still it can build something really beautiful and something really, really wonderful. You know, some of the hardest things to build often end up being the most breathtaking and most beautiful, but that's not to say that the harder it is, the better it is, right? That's not what I'm trying to say, but what I am trying to say is with this connection, what I see between you and this person, and of course you have to make your own judgments as well, is that it kind of seems to me like, you know, a lot goes into it, and then the result also ends up being just as beautiful. Okay, so that's what we've got. So group number 2, this is your reading. Now if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for information, of course, on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items on Etsy. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and let me know in the comment section. I really would love to know how this resonates with you. Alright, so take care, group number 2. And I'm going to now move on to group number 3. Da, 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 da. Hey, group number 3, this is me. I hope you are doing well. Okay, so we're going to also do a charm reading as well, and I'm also going to be using the divination dice along with tarot to get some very specific messages, which I think is going to be very, very interesting. So charms, oracle cards, which have very specific messages, tarot, got a lot going on. Okay, so I hope you're doing well. You have chosen this white crystal, which I'm just going to place right here. It's got its own little spot right there. Ta-da! Okay, so let's have a look first with your messages and see what's coming through. And we'll see what else is coming through as well with the rest of the divination items. So this is a timeless reading from whenever you watch this. Okay, so it says here, I really do need you. I really do need you. Very self-explanatory, okay? This person feels like they really do need you. Just in case anyone is wondering. Okay, let's see what else. Typical, isn't it? Typical. Okay. Da, 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 da. And also, if this reading resonates with you, do let me know in the comment section below as well. Okay. Alright, so we've got here, I hope you don't hate me. I really do need you. I hope you don't hate me. Instagram follow. Now, if you don't have Instagram, this can also mean any other kind of social media. Okay, could be relevant. It can also mean unblocking as well, in that sense. And sort of like watching over what you're doing. And if you don't have social media at all, this can really be them trying to find out through other people what you're doing and how you're doing and what you're up to. So I just want you to know that as well, because of course not everybody does have Instagram, but perhaps there are other social media apps or people that you may mutually know that they are trying to figure out things from, because I do see here that this person has interest in you, which is very interesting, and that they cannot hold back, especially with the I really do need you energy, right? This is about them really not being able to hold back, not being able to stay away in that sense. And it also says, I hope you don't hate me. So something could have happened between you and this person where perhaps they were a little bit mean, or perhaps they were not very... Well, isn't it interesting? These are the other cards that came out as well. And to be honest, I think this one makes a lot of sense. I was trying to find the right words and literally got the words right here. I hate how much pain I've caused you, right? I hope you don't hate me. Remember I said this person could have done, something or said something that just made you feel not good at all. So here we go. I hate how much pain I've caused you. This is it. They've caused you some form of pain and they're really hoping that you will forgive them. Remember, it's your choice if you want to. It's your choice if you do so. It's your choice if you trust them. I'm just here to deliver the messages of of the messages coming through from their side, okay? So they hate how much pain they've caused you, and they really do need you all of a sudden. So perhaps they've dealt with something and it's really opened up their eyes as to the fact that they really need you. So it's here, there's things you said that made me feel bad, so bad for you. There's things you said that made me feel so bad for you. So you may have said to them when they hurt you that this really is not nice, or this really hurts me, and perhaps they ignored you. And now they're feeling perhaps bad over those particular things, right? It's like now they have regret. So now they feel bad over that. And then your last card here is making a post about you. Okay, so they may post something on social media. It could be a quote. It could be them literally trying to talk about you, but I think also it's more like passive as well. So they might post a quote about you. They might post something that perhaps really reminds them of you as well, and they might do that online, which I think is very interesting. The other thing I also pick up as well is for those of you that are not on social media, or you don't care about social media, when I think of post, I think of like literally like a letter, right? They might actually post something to you or send you something, which I think is very interesting as well. Okay, so those are your messages. Whoa. Okay, wow. That's very interesting. I actually want to grab one more as well, because I think that's how many I did for the other groups as well. I really feel like getting one more. I feel like this has left us on a bit of a cliffhanger. I am going to use tarot as well to get some more messages out on the table. There we go. Okay, it says here Snapchat. Okay, so there's another platform as well. You've got Instagram, you've got Snapchat. It's really interesting. Got a lot of like social medias here as well. Okay, so it could be as well that they perhaps follow you on Snapchat, or they send you something on there, or but I just feel here that there's something quite strong about social media, or at least I'm trying to find out things via other people, via being social, like actually in life, So that's what we've got there. Now let's go through the tarot cards. Now what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to use the divination dice to sum up the tarot cards, because it's going to get pretty in depth. So So you got here the Five of Cups. Like, they're feeling bad, right? They're really feeling bad. It's so obvious. And we can see that right here with the Five of Cups. They're feeling not good. Let's see the main reason. A reflection on my romantic life. See? They feel bad. They feel bad for how they've treated you. They feel bad because they feel like they may have ruined things with you, because this is, again, a reflection on their romantic life. When they reflect on the things that they've said or the things that they've done towards you, they feel very bad. They feel upset. They look at the negatives, right, with these 3 cups fallen over, rather than the positives. So they really do feel terrible. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, yeah, a reflection on my romantic life. So now let's go to the next one. Ooh. 10 of Wands, my gosh, they really do feel bad. Like, it's almost like they're trying to do everything they can to either get your attention, garner your attention, or to kind of come to you and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, you know. A vision for my work life. Okay, as a result, their work life could also be suffering. They may not be giving as much attention to their work. There's a lot here that's making them feel very burdened. I feel like it's multiple areas of their life. So it's almost like when they think about, you know, the future, whether that's work or love related, makes them, you know, feel awful for the things that they have done. So a vision for my work life is the 10 of Wands. They want to change the course of things. They don't want to feel so frustrated with how things are not going right for them, which is what I'm seeing in their work life as well, which also impacts them romantically as well. They feel like they're just not on the right projection in their life. And they might be telling you here, you know, I'm really sorry, I was very stressed out with work when I said these particular things, because for some of you, they may have really been focusing a lot on work when perhaps they said some of these things or did these things that they didn't mean to do. They could have been so overwhelmed with work because they had a vision for their work life and they were just really focused on that to the point where they could have really upset you and not been so nice towards you, right? With that 10 of Wands, they could have been shrugging you off. So that's another message coming through. Got here the Knight of Cups with a regret about my childhood. Okay, so this person could have faced some issues in their childhood, maybe abandonment issues, trauma in their childhood that's made them perhaps feel like this. And it can also, with this Knight of Cups, hold them back a little bit in terms of coming forward. Well, here they are now, realizing, okay, that a lot of these things from their childhood have really impacted the way in which they go towards love. So here they are with the Knight of Cups now, realizing all of that energy and now wanting to make things right with you, or at least trying to make things right with you, so that they're starting to realize the things that have happened in their childhood. Okay, so they have a regret in regards to that. 4 of Wands, okay. Yeah, so even with the Knight of Cups, it makes sense here that they're coming towards you. They're trying to make things right with you after the challenges and the troubles that they've been through. So it says here, a desire for my family. So they do think about the future. They do want a future. They think about this 4 of Wands and this beautiful, you know, castle, which is the happy home. You know, this 4 of Wands also represents celebration, joy, mutual energy with these 2 people here as well. They have a desire for it and they really are thinking about it more now than ever before, which is why they're coming towards you, wanting to make things right with you and wanting to progress with you as well. So obviously a lot of that energy is present on the cards. And we've got here the King of Cups as your last card. So let's see. This is terrible. Let me do it properly. A dream about our world. Wow. Okay, so when you got the King of Cups with this message of a dream about our world, right? They want to explore with you, they want to do things with you, they want to be stable with you, they want to express to you their emotions, and they want to say that they are sorry. They want to, you know, come across as, you know, a strong person who can take the connection forward from this Knight to the King. So this person really wants to try. They want to make things right, they want to mend things, and it's up for you as to whether you take that on board or not. You know, it truly is your choice, is what I'm seeing here. So the King of Cups also with the Knight of Cups shows much more maturity as well, which I'm picking up on as well. So yeah, a dream about our world. It's like they start to see now exactly what they want to do, and they're starting to see you in their world as well. So it's our world, right? It's both of you. Okay, so for the charms, what do we have? Okay, let me just put this right here, like that. Gosh, I feel so out of breath. All I did was reach over for charms. This is so funny. Oh my gosh, wow. Okay, anyways. Right, so we have got here the H, okay, so this can also represent initials in names, or it can also represent like perhaps a hobby or something that really relates to this person. You've got here the boat, okay, so again that could mean something quite strong. Obviously it's like a sailboat. This also actually does mean about direction, like moving, covering distance as well, which I think is really interesting. You've got here the arrow, which shows that they know that their direction is really towards you. The direction goes towards you. It literally leads them towards you. No matter where they end up, no matter where the compass like leads them to, somehow the compass still ends up leading them to you. Okay, so they might go down the wrong path, wrong trajectory, but eventually they'll always come back to you. It's like getting stuck in a maze. Like eventually you're either going to find one side or the other side, right? But it's like both sides lead to you anyways. We've got here the butterfly. That probably made no sense, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Butterfly here is about transformation, right? So obviously we see here that this person really feels bad about the things that they said before. You see the Knight and the King of Cups, right? That also shows transformation, emotional, mature transformation with the butterfly. We also have here the Dove, which also shows peace and prosperity, right? They feel much more at peace with you. I also see here the Rabbit. This shows intimacy, right? They have a lot of that towards you. You've got here the sports cap with the 2 rackets with another racket. Here in the UK they say like, oh, don't make such a racket. You know, it's like when someone's making too much noise, arguing too much, or there's just too much, there's too much going on at the same time, which I think is really interesting that you've got these rackets. So I think they feel bad about, how much of a racket they were causing before. But this also shows here that they want to be on the same team as you. They don't want to be on the opposite team anymore. They want to be on your team. Are you going to let them join your team? That's my question to you. Do you want them to be on your team? You've got here the Ring as well. So I do feel that they see you in a stronger light. They want to take things further forward with you. You've got here the Sun as well, right? This is about opportunity, optimism and growth. I do feel that this person has grown, but also they need to prove that to you. You've also got here the Dolphin. Again, this is also to do with intimacy as well. Okay, so I do feel that they really fantasize about you, your body, perhaps being intimate with you as well. You've got here the Heart as well. Oh, okay, you've got the American flag. Ta-da. This is really interesting. For some of you, it's going to resonate. For some of you, you're going to be like, I don't understand that. But it could also be perhaps watching certain films, or their favourite film perhaps is American, for example, or there's something that they really enjoy that perhaps could be American, or there's something about you that reminds them of America. Like there's something about that that's coming through. It's going to make sense to you, okay? It's going to make sense to you, the way that you live your life. We've also got here the Cross as well. Some of you might really be very, very faithful, very religious as well, and that's coming through here. And it could also be that they're starting to perhaps think that, oh my God, maybe the universe is actually aligning them towards you because you were the one all along. Things like that. We've also got here, again, another angel. This is more so a fairy, I feel, as I literally dropped the fairy. Oh my God. The fairy does not want to stay in my hands. Fairy. Light. Delicate. That's the kind of person they see you as. You've also got the feather as well, again, very light, very delicate. You've got the flamingo, which is very, very interesting. This is also about personality, right? You have a great personality, great persona. You've got the star here as well. This is unique. It's a very unique star in its shape and design, so they feel that you're very unique. And you've also got the cat on the branch as well. So again, this is to do with personality as well. So it's interesting here. There's a lot of things here that could really relate to your personality that makes you the way that they are, which is why they see you the way that you are. Remember, I also mentioned here a lot of social media sites. A lot of these social media sites are in fact American. Okay, so it's really interesting. They could be communicating in a way that is essentially American. Remember, phones, these things, right? They were designed there. Not all of them, of course. I'm more so talking about iPhones, right? But it's very, very interesting because as I look around, I'm using my device, which was also designed in America. My phone was designed in America because they're Apple products, but you know, things like that. So it's interesting that some certain things that maybe they're using, or their ways in which they're communicating with you, are in fact, you know, American. And I don't know, maybe that makes sense to some of you. So that's what I'm seeing there. But yeah, this is what I've got. Also, perhaps there are certain sports that you really like that perhaps are American, or maybe you have certain athletes that you really like, singers that you like, that are American, foods that you like that are maybe a bit more American. It's just something that's coming through, okay? So perhaps you live in America. That could be the other thing. But yeah, there's something quite American that's coming through here. But what I will say here is that this is your reading, and I hope this resonated in some way, shape or form. Let me know if it does in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do check out the description box below for more information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course my intention items, which are on Etsy. And definitely do take care as well. Bye!